Hello, Grubsters, hot off the presses. We just have a new PTR version, public test realm for Warcraft 3 Reforged. So, first promise for Blizzard after the long hiatus of not hearing from the Blizzard Warcraft 3 team is coming through and is true. They said June 2022 we'll hear. No. They said June we'll hear from them. June 2022 is indeed the year that we end up hearing from them. So that's really cool. We have the patch notes in front of us here, and there's a couple of things that changed. We got back to Warcraft on the case already. They said the PTR update is 5.14 gigabytes, version 133. Didn't work at first, but so far the kinks are being handled. So far confirmed, ranked ladder, editor UI update, menu optimization, editor natives. Map changes, 8 new maps for 6 to 8 players, aka community made maps. Oh, this is all old changes. It's alive! Those are all changes. Yo, let's just check the patch notes. Kaivax, community manager. Hello, Warcraft Reforged players. That's very presumptuous. They're missing out all the editor changes. Okay, well, I'll keep you updating everyone once we know more. We've recently begun public testing of our next update to... Recently begun? That's not true. Nobody I know has done any testing. So it's not public. I guess technically 23 minutes ago someone may have started testing. Oh, 24 minutes ago. Ranked play. So this update focuses on 3 features: ranked play, leaderboards, and player profiles. We expect to test the new version for 2 to 3 weeks to gather data, receive feedback from testers, and stress test the new systems. Thank you very much for testing this patch with us, the Warcraft 3 team. Yeah, I always said the Schenkhuizen business too when I was 9 years old and I picked up for our home business. Ranked play. Players may now choose between ranked and unranked play. Seasons are now available. When a season ends, the ladder will reset and the players will be able to see their history via their profile on the leaderboards. That's nice. Your matchmaking rating, MMR, is unique per race, including random. To be placed, you must play 5 placement matches. After playing a ranked match, you'll be taken to a post-game screen which will display your MMR change in rankings. The new available ranks are Unranked, Combatant, Challenger, Rival, Duelist, Elite, Gladiator, Champion. It's a bit strange. I mean, they want to be special. Challenger is the highest in League. And here's the second lowest. And then they take Champion? That's W3 Champions term already. Why not just Bronze to Masters? What's wrong with that? This is gonna set them apart, not the fact that they have the second lowest score on Metacritic. Thank you very much, Diablo Immortal. We are not last anymore. Blizzard fixed it after all. We're not lowest on Metacritic anymore! I knew Blizzard was gonna do something. All they had to do was release a new game. But this is a bit strange. They're taking our W3 champions. Term and Challenger from League is now second lowest. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about ranked play here. So, Warcraft Reforged, since the game came out, January 2020, there was already MMR behind the scenes for your versus games, okay? When you played, it tracked your progress. They know how many wins and losses you have, even though it didn't show in your profiles. This is why talented data miners and programmers and mem readers programs were able to know what your stats was. If you look up any of my Warcraft 3 YouTube gameplay videos from the year 2020, you'll see that I have stats, even though Battle.net apparently doesn't know. But Battle.net knows, it was just hidden. So understand me when I say MMR already existed and win-loss already existed. And I had visited the Blizzard HQ and they had also released informations to the public about how ranked and profiles were going to be looking like. So they already had work from before as well. And I'm also hearing via insiders that this is just pushing out. It's been worked on for the last couple of months, and this is just pushing out work that had already been done before by the team that was slowly being scaled down to nothing. So that work was there, it was resting for a push out. Some of it may have been ready, some of it may be half ready. I don't know if they've done any extra work on it in any capacity or how many people are working on it. And this MMR already existed. It was already unique per race. Placements, like any placements or ranking, can just be put on top of MMR, and they can either follow the W3 champion system, where your MMR matters for your rank and the amount of games you've played in the season matters for your rank. This is a pretty relatively accepted system across many different games, because why would you want only MMR to matter? That would mean if you play 6 games and you beat 2 top players, you're rank 1 on the ladder immediately. Then you don't have to play the rest of the season again, because your MMR is so high, you've proven it in like 6 games, you don't have to play anymore. The reason you want a grind bonus in ladders is because it stimulates activity. It forces people to prove themselves over a longer period of time. So your MMR may be really high in 20 games because you've beaten Happy and Moon and Lin, but can you do it over the course of 2 months, so long as the season runs? That's the grind bonus, and W3 Champions calls this ranked points. So those 2 points together, there will be a minimum amount of games you need to play in a season, and those points and those values together create your rank display, the amount of rank points you have, and the league that you will end up having as well. Your league badge, let's say. Are you a combatant or are you a champion? Or bronze and masters, right? So this, they could have tried to copy it from W3 Champions. They could have tried to copy it from StarCraft 2. And this wouldn't be a hard thing. They could have done this a long time ago as well. And the question is whether they've been inspired at all by W3 Champions, whether they've talked to W3 Champions. I'm getting a 99% feeling just from the other side that they haven't, because I think I would have probably heard about it, but I could be wrong. And that means probably it won't be as good as W3 Champions. And also, the game has evolved a lot, man, since Blizzard touched the game. We now have accepted zoom out levels that are fully customizable. You can do this via W3 Champions, but you can't do it via Battle.net. So there's a lot of stepping down from accepted improvements and quality of life improvements that we would have to go back to ladder on Battle.net. Tomorrow, on Wednesday, 15th of June, for you probably today when you see this, or maybe you'll see it tonight. I'll talk to my editor. Anyway, on Wednesday the 15th of June, I'm streaming Warcraft 3, and we'll look into what ranked is like on PTR and whether it works well. But we may have to see how it works over a bit longer period of time. Leaderboards. Players can now view their rank in the leaderboard section, which can be accessed from the Versus screen. In the leaderboard, you can filter by usernames and sort between race and mode. This should be nice. We already do this on W3 Champions on the website, but it's an external page. They could probably show it in client as well, but maybe kind of unnecessary since people are already forced to use a third-party app as well. It's not a big leap to ask players to just check it on the website, which is a lot cleaner. And remember, they're all volunteers, so they don't have to do any of this. I'm thankful for everything we have. There's no partnership as far as we're aware, yeah. No partnership with W3 Champions. These ranks are like 1v1. They're almost 1v1 copies of WoW PvP ranks. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, that makes sense, I guess. That makes sense then, I guess. Player profiles. You can now access your profile by right-clicking on the player icon at the bottom right corner of the screen. Access other players' profiles by right-clicking on their name and selecting View Profile. I've built up so much skepticism over what Blizzard does and whether they produce quality features that people want because of Diablo Immortal, because of the Warcraft Arclight Rumble and the pay to win and the changes and the WoW and the state of WoW and the state of Overwatch and what they did to Reforged and how they left Heroes of the Storm and so on, that forgive me if some of this I take it with some skepticism, where I wonder if it's going to be good, because a lot of these things, they should be good, but I know that implementation is key, and that's always the case, right? Intent, talent, ability, luck, implementation, hard work, all of those together create something good. And you guys know that. Like, that's true in work, and it's true in relationship, and it's true with updates like this. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna test it. It's better to get some changes than none, but they will need to start talking to us and iterating on our feedback if they want to get it to a spot where, yeah, we can actually like to use these things. Reforged campaign, numerous tuning and balance adjustments have been made to multiple campaign maps. You're missing all the editor updates. So there are editor updates that are not listed inside here. So this is a forum post that is there's probably more changes then, is what I'm gathering here, that have not been listed yet. The editor now has several severe issues with older maps. Oh. Player profiles now crash the game on PTR right now for me. For you. Main menu lag is finally fixed. Well, that's nice. That's nice. Yo, anytime we get a bit more of a list of changes, I'll let you guys know here. For now, things have started happening. Blizzard has woken up to Reforged. Maybe some damage control to get us ready for D4, which should come out within the year. Probably with some pretty good pay to win as well, even though it looked incredible. But yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'll let you guys know what's new. I'll see you on stream tomorrow as well. All right, see you next.